Robert Whittaker versus Kelvin Gastelum for the for the main event at UFC 234. And it's the fight that I have been waiting for. It's a fight that should happen. It will happen, and I cannot wait for it. And as soon as I heard that they were fighting, even before they announced that they were fighting, I knew who was gonna win, and I'm pretty sure that guy is gonna win this fight. Before I talk about who's gonna win this fight, let's talk about each fighters. So let's start off with Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum, exceptional chin. He can take some big shots. He doesn't get hurt. Like even he got punched by Tyron Woodley, by big shots from Tyron Woodley, and he was fine. He did get stumbled a little bit, but he was fine. And he got punched by hard punchers like, what's his name, Jacare Souza and so many other fighters, but he was fine. His chin is just incredible. I think it's the best in the middleweight division. And his takedown defense is extremely good. Very, very good. Only the best of the best wrestlers in the middleweight division can take him down. Like, what's his name? Jacare Souza had a hard time taking him down, and he had a hard time keeping him down. And his main goal, which is submitting Kelvin Gastelum, he couldn't do it. But guys like Chris Weidman, probably the best wrestler in the middleweight division, former All-American wrestler at Hofstra University. He's very, very strong. So guys like Chris Weidman, who are just fucking strong, can only take down Kelvin Gastelum. And so his takedown defense is very, very good. Like even against what's his name? Even against Tim Kennedy, he defended them pretty easily. So his takedown defense is, without a doubt, one of the best in the middleweight division. And he's very, very confident. He is confident with very good reasons. He's got great chin. He's got great takedown defense. And I have to talk about the next point to make up this point, which is he has this left hand. It's like Conor McGregor's left hand. I'm not saying it's like the exact same weapon that Conor McGregor has. He doesn't throw it as Conor McGregor does. It's very, very different, but I'm saying it's similar because when he hits people with his left hand shot, the way people react to it, it's kind of similar. Like they get stunned by it. Like every time Kelvin Gastelum hits people with his left hand shot, everybody gets stunned by it. And that's why I think it's kind of similar to Conor McGregor's left hand shot. And I believe it's stronger than Conor McGregor's left hand because he is heavier. He's a natural welterweight / middleweight, and Conor McGregor is natural lightweight / featherweight. So I think he hits harder than Conor McGregor. And his 1-2 is, his signature move is, I would say, 1-2. His 1-2 is a thing of beauty. 1-2 is very, very it's not complex, it's very simple, but it works for Kelvin. It works for guys like Stipe Miocic, works for guys like Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz, and it does work for Kelvin Gastelum. His 1-2 is a thing of beauty. And he has very, very good cardio. He doesn't get tired, I think, like even after some tough rounds. I mean, his chin is good, takedown defense is good, everything is good. Like, and he's very, very calm. Like every time he fights, his stance is like this, and he's like so calm, even in big fights. And he closes the distance very, very well. Like super fast. Like he is calm and then boom, boom, bam, and 1-1-2, and it's extremely fast. Like the way he knocked down Chris Weidman with his left hand shot. So Kelvin Gastelum, a dangerous, dangerous monster. And let's talk about Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker, he has very, very good chin. Also, he took all the best shot from Romero. He didn't get finished, and he he survived the early storm from what's his name, Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson is also a hard puncher, but he did survive the early rush from Derek Brunson, and he's very very fast. I think he is one of the fastest middleweight fighter in the middleweight, and his combo. He doesn't throw single strikes. He throws bunch of strikes at once, like shots to the head, shots to the body, 1, 2, and then head kick, and he is very very fast. When I saw him fighting Uriah Hall at UFC 193, I think it was UFC 193, I realized that this guy can become a champion. At the time, Chris Weidman was a middleweight champion, and he was so dominant. But I thought that kind of striking, I think it can work against top level fighters, and he did become a champion. And I think for Kelvin Gastelum, his signature move is 1-2, and for Robert Whittaker, I think it is 1-2 and a head kick. And he knocked down so many guys with his 1-2 head kick. Like he knocked down Ronald Jacare Souza with that combo. He knocked down Derek Brunson with that combo. He hurt so many people. Like he hurt Yoel Romero with that thing, and the Yoel Romero did not get dropped. And props to him for taking those shots, but his 1-2 and a head kick is very, very dangerous. And he has extremely good takedown defense. Like against Yoel Romero, he almost defended all the takedowns. Against Jacare Sosa, almost defended every takedown. Against Derek Brunson, defended every takedown. His takedown defense, without a doubt, one of the best in the middleweight division. And he has very, very great knockout power. I wouldn't say he has single punch knockout power, but he throws so many shots at once. He doesn't throw one shot. He throws a bunch of shots at once, and I think those combos mixed up with his power is more than enough to knock people out. And he does. And that's what he does every fight. And he has very, very good cardio. Like in Yoel Romero, both 2 fights, it was both 5 rounds, and he didn't get tired, and he did very, very good. So Robert Whittaker, great chin, very fast, fluid striking, 1-2 head kick is his signature move. Very good takedown defense, great knockout power, very good cardio. So, who do I think is going to win? I think from the first time they announced this fight, I knew who was going to win. And I think Kelvin Gastelum is going to win. I think he's going to knock out Robert Whittaker. And I'm saying that, and there's a good reason for it. If Robert Whittaker didn't fight Yoel Romero for the second time at UFC 225, if that fight didn't happen, I think this fight would be much harder to pick. But since that fight happened, I think it's so much easier for me to pick. I'm saying this because in Robert Whittaker vs. Yoel Romero number 2, he got knocked down in the 3rd round. He almost got finished in the third round, and then he got wobbled at the end of the 4th round, and then he got dropped again in the 5th round. And the way he got knocked down and the way he got destroyed by Yoel Romero in the 3rd and 4th and 5th round, I think he took too much damage. It's against the Cuban Missile. It's the guy who knocked out Chris Weidman for the first time. And I think he took too many shots to the head. I think the way he got dropped, like a spring, like he didn't get dropped like vertical, but he was like, when he got punched, he was like boom, and then I think Yoel Romero did too much damage to Robert Whittaker's brain. And I think that's why since Kelvin Gastelum is also a great knockout artist, I think Kelvin Gastelum has great chance of knocking out Robert Whittaker, and I think that's gonna happen. I wouldn't necessarily say Kelvin Gastelum is a better fighter. I wouldn't necessarily say that Kelvin Gastelum has a better striking, but the fact that he has knockout power, and also the fact that he can take punches. With the added up with the fact that Robert Whittaker, he took too many punishment from Yoel Romero in their second fight. I think it's perfect chance for Kelvin Gastelum to take advantage of that. I think he's gonna knock him out. I think it could happen in the first round. It could happen in the second round, third round, fourth round, maybe fifth round. I don't see this going to decision. I think the only way Robert Whittaker hurts Kelvin Gastelum is if he connects 1-2 and a head kick to Kelvin Gastelum. Maybe Kelvin Gastelum sees 1-2, but he doesn't see the head kick, and then he gets hurt or maybe dropped. But maybe that doesn't happen. I just see Kelvin Gastelum catching Robert Whittaker. I think he's gonna knock him out. I think he's gonna knock him out cold. So I think that's what's gonna happen. Kelvin Gastelum by knockout, maybe first round. I think he'll get it done in the first 3 rounds. I think he's gonna knock him out. So what do you guys think? I think Kelvin Gastelum is gonna knock out Robert Whittaker, but the thing is, most of the fighters picked Robert Whittaker to win this fight, and I think they're out of their fucking goddamn mind. Look at Robert Whittaker versus Yoel Romero number 2. He got fucking destroyed in third and fourth and fifth round. So anyway, that's it. So I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.